chivalry will never die.
Zip on up! Huh. According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is under... Let's go and try to find the entrance. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. Ah, you're right. Navia's probably
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However,
this is so
I
funny.
did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right?
This motherfucker.
I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
Yo, child is funny as hell. Wait, you're muted.
What happened?
They were like, hey, do you accept these charges? And he was like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on here or why the fuck I'm being charged with this. But you're telling me if I accept this, I can get into a duel with Clorinde? I'm in.
I did it. It was me.
And then fucking Farina was like, sir, this is not the time to be looking for fights. And he was like, well, if you have a problem with it, why don't you fight me too? I fucking love him.
Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
Bro, why these... It's always the same fucking audience.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh my.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's...
Oh shit!
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default. Correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and
Bro!
Anyway, so I'll take you up on that offer.
I love this
So,
man.
Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
Bro, he walked into Fontaine and they were like, he's suspicious.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Now then, Mr.
I
I'm
guess.
sure they heard what he
Who is
did
the
in
person
Leeway.
you would like to charge
Fair.
instead?
That person is
Oh, I'm choosing stuff. Marcel.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the and if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a...
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
That's crazy. You could just be like, yo, he stole my cat.
It was Mr.
Marcel,
Jackson.
You will not
Do you have evidence? Nah, but I'm sure he did it.
Nah, but
Fuck it.
I fucking know he did.
They're like, fuck it.
Apologies.
Accept it.
It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on.
Yep.
Why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun.
A gun, Marcel.
If that's
That's
enough to make
also
me a
what I
suspect,
said.
wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't
What do you
even have
mean?
the big picture yet. Even
Honestly.
I'm struggling to remember some
What is she here
details
for?
of that case.
She might be the most useless Archon I've ever seen.
And that more than Venti. Venti ain't do shit.
Venti just showed up, got drunk, and left.
Exactly.
He was still
correct,
more
Your
useful
Honor.
than her.
I must refresh everyone's memory
She
about
probably
the
already
case
gave the Fatui her
before I
gnosis.
can explain my charge and reasoning.
For real.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, shit.
On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabriere. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard.
Yes.
When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries.
Jeez. Okay.
These are the known facts about the case.
Let's see. So right off the bat.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, in truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Okay. Jesus. Wish it let me use the fucking D-pad. First shot must have missed. This, Okay, so wouldn't I present the... Okay,
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice.
Yes. Suspect did not, and said he chose to, okay, so I don't think there's anything wrong there. Who had a motive to kill? He didn't have a motive though. Where's the...
Wait, which one are you on? Oh.
I'm doing the second one because it says here that he had a motive to kill, but he didn't. Like, would it be the testimony? Yeah, here we go.
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet.
Yes.
However, in the end, he reconsidered and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection.
Oh shit, I skipped the fucking line there. Damn it. Okay. After conducting a reinvestigation, moreover, a third person. So, yeah, here we go.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Boom. Dunzo.
Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
That's right, you tipped those scales in my favor.
Time to tip the scales.
Hey.
Who says that? Oh my god.
Robin?
So that's what
Oh yeah,
happened.
there you go.
Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
Duh, lady.
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a witness if you wish to prove your innocence.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions?
No.
In my opinion, we
Marcel's like, okay,
determine
but...
two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't
Yo.
have any evidence,
Ew, bitch, I
may
don't
not
know.
have
Shut
evidence,
up.
But I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a wreck, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Oh my god, she's actually not being a dumb bitch for once.
Why do I
Word.
feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing.
And I like how everybody else notices that.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
Almost like she learned her lesson.
Question has to do with the ensuing duty.
At least she did.
If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What? If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right.
After everyone was dead.
What good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
What?
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives in my line of work. I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
Oh shit.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And, at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
Oh, shit.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though.
Damn.
You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most
Damn.
important traits.
Oh my god.
No need to appeal to pathos.
Nah.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
I don't know what you can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations, until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
Oh my.
I suppose you're gonna
He's fucking
tell
her
me
up right now,
anyways.
Loki.
He
It's
definitely is.
timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, Demoiselle.
No, it's not your fault.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Damn!
She got the wrong guy.
Yeah.
At this
Yikes.
rate, Nagi will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of his feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
Man is cooking right now.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
And it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth. While that same agency has long been taken from them, the people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache?
Ooh!
Oh.
Episode of Law and Order, like I said.
Dun dun!
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Checkmate!
Oh.
Ah, thank God. Meanwhile, on the action side of things,
only people from Fontaine can shoot out of the water like that.
Yeah. I noticed that when I was doing some exploring earlier. What the fuck is this? Oh. How convenient. I think I should be fine, though.
Stars, shine for me. My God.
Let me weave you a breath. Game's up. Time's over.
Yeah. Surprise.
Alex said, I'm using Lynette as a DPS.
Yeah. Especially now with C6. Kidding me?
Whoa. The floor is going up.
She's apparently good for Hyper Bloom.
Because of this mechanism in the middle.
Oh.
Like once you get her
There
C6.
are a lot of stuff for this place.
So, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but
I almost fell. Holy crap.
let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Looks like I'm going underwater. Yep. Give me that. Interesting.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top.
I see.
But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Quietly now.
The night is cold. Don't be scared.
Rain outlines your fate. Here comes the catch.
Trip on us.
Oh, fuck.
Over here. Yeah. Be amazed. Not now.
Rain outlines your
Oh.
fate.
Surprise.
Oh shit!
Over here.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Alright.
Zip on up.
Busted.
Oh, trying to come in.
Things are about to get dicey. Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Over here.
Gotcha.
Zip on up. Over here.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. That's right.
So it is him, Marcel.
What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
Women stuff, if you will.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but... What? Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here, and then they were turned into water, and all the boxes of things. These names. That means...
Gotcha. We need to find something that links that guy, though.
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the... Mixing in progress. Ready to drink? Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep!
Okay. So we have the drugs.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22.
Good lord.
Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that... How could someone write something that terrible in such a matter of... You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
Oh shit.
So that's why he did all of these experiments. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
Ooh.
Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
Wow.
Experiments? So that's it. Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either. If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water? In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
So I think he's just trying to get his wife back, it sounds like. Let's see.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all the synth. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating...
Gotcha.
Let's see what's written here. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to... Yep, this should prove the
Okay.
existence of the third person, right?
Yes.
We still have not determined the old dog's a real menace to deal with. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives. I concur. Let's send someone to kill. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
No names, though.
They're all just...
Okay.
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But... yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit. Sure thing. You take that side, and Paimon will take this side. Ugh. Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either. Whoa, really?
What?
What Paimon see?
A diary.
Yeah. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then... Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling... So many! Oh, the final name she decided on was Marcel.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Venier's grown son? Hey!
So is Marcel trying to, like... What the fuck?
So what do you think? What you thinking?
Do you see, Marcel?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it a man
they're just
named
gonna...
Vache? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly...
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my part.
I don't know that is like
Just
what
knew you
the
He's
would
fuck?
like,
return in the nick
my
of time."
court will not stand for this!
Just how often do you intend
There he goes!
to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
I'm still sour on you.
She's trying to redeem herself.
I see this. Obviously.
But the truth of it
Oh
is that you always been Vache.
my god!
Let's take it in. Just take it in.
We've investigated your lair. We already know everything. After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you.
He couldn't say all this?
You even created Marcel as a new
Oh,
identity.
god damn it.
Destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong?
Let him know!
You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you.
Wow.
So, you never noticed
Sound
how we
familiar?
changed or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Tell him, Moose!
Or our determination to see things through.
You too, Silver.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this?
Oh, and there it is.
What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved. No matter what I do.
Damn.
He tried to die first.
What?
That's crazy.
He just took a swig.
Water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that. And in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch
She's like,
me.
yo, that nigga crazy. Go get him.
Come near me. I still need to save Vignier. I promise. We made a promise. Vignier. Vignier. Please, Vignier. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Is he still here?
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher, and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea, and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others, and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel, and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his
Sneaky
attempt to
bastard.
frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all. The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Dun dun dun.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
She's been waiting to say that.
Good.
She
it's
has.
what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history.
Yippee! We have Navia! He's hurt so many innocent people. Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well, now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way,
that's funny.
I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh?
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the...
You're like, bro, I don't got time for this. I don't care.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
That's funny.
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is...
guilty.
Yikes.
What?
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice
shit.
returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger?
He's got a point.
I mean, look.
Weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this.
The judgment of the Oratrice
That's true.
Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict.
What the fuck do you mean we gotta accept this shit?
Please take the suspect into custody.
Oh, nah. Child is about to go off. He said, oh shit.
Listen to the music, bro. Oh my god.
In Fontaine. What a joke.
Is this his fucking theme?
Well, I've got mine too.
Oh my god, the music! Oh my god, it's beautiful! He said, fuck you and the horse you rode in on, bitch! No, he isn't. He's not. Oh my god, he's gonna do it.
He's activating his spell legacy!
I am sorry.
Boy got one shot.
Wronged, we will find the truth.
One
The
shot.
rules of the court must be upheld.
One shot.
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Someone check on my mans.
This is also the first time I've encountered
He's
this
unconscious
situation.
right now.
However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the
Bro.
Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should
Who
probably ask someone more
The
knowledgeable than me.
fuck is this guy? Who is he?
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it. I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean?
She's reverting.
Oh, God.
She says
She's
she has
reverting.
no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can result...
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict? Did you really believe that the judgment could be
She was teetering!
Or be the result? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However,
Yep.
given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance.
This is definitely gonna be her theme music
Action meant
for her
to
demo.
Stir up drama and excitement, and of course, for every performance there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable! All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
So she chose to make...
It's like that fucking Homer meme.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
This motherfucker is guilty until proven innocent.
Pretty badly for him.
Yeah.
Take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff.
Paimon, shut up. That's not the point.
The point is, he got one shot.
I mean, that's the point. Who is Nouvellette?
Who is this fuck?
He's Zhang. You know what? He's Zhang Li. That's who he is. That's who he is. Because he just fucking took down a harbinger without lifting a finger.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
With barely a scratch on his face.
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
What the fuck do you want, bro?
Marcel! What are you doing?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease!
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run
He
away.
bugging.
Please, just let me ask this one small
I would
thing.
always have some of that water on me, be throwing it on people as I'm walking by. Bitch.
Bitch, dissolve your ass. You're dead.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache? I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the...
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile?
Paimon agreed.
This request, is it worth as much to you as your...
Of course! Wait, no...
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs?
Who is this guy?
Very well.
Bro.
I will grant you.
I mean, get the fuck out of here. All right. He's the Hydro Archon.
I think so. He might be the past Hydro Archon.
You do
or
not
Hydro
need to worry
Dragon,
about any
like
escape.
you said.
I mean, if we look at his gameplay.
I mean, I saw it. Did you see it?
In that case, I shall
Oh,
leave
man,
him in
I
your
didn't
most
see it.
capable hands.
Ray of water? A water cannon?
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not saying, you look at dreams or anything, but,
I had a dream that Neuvillette was shooting a water beam.
Yeah.
And handling the hydro element very easily.
Yeah.
I think we might be onto something.
I mean, did you see a vision on him?
I saw death when he was approaching. When not when he was approaching. When he approached Child.
Place? You said she's
He
here.
just stepped on him.
What do I
He
need to
lit-
do to see her?
Yeah, and even
Vache.
Ah,
yes, that's it. So you
Vinier, it's me. It's me, Vache.
Vache?
I'm here. I'm here.
Hey, wait.
Vinier, is that you? It's me, Vache.
Vache? Why did you come?
It's been more than all this time. Only the thought of bringing you back. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could...
But Vache, if you ask me...
Oh my god.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself.
Oh
If not for
no.
you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vinier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vinier. I am the sacrifice. Every woman who died by your hand.
Yo.
Our bodies dissolved. Our consciousnesses, our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea.
Damn.
But we became one. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vinier.
Why? But then...
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vinier's beloved. From the moment and her consciousness merged with Vinier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred.
No! Yeah!
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vinier. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you. Vache.
Vache?
Vache. 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 Drown.
Oh my god.
Lost his what?
What? His soul? Several days later. Oh god damn it. Cliffhanger. God, I feel it in my bones.
finally we have some time to do shopping. God, since we...
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going...
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a...
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure how...
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia.
It's just been one thing after the other. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held this time, though, everyone in Poisson...
So his name's definitely been cleared now.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago. Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there.
Huh? So you
Yeah, way back when I first became the
Shut
principal
it,
of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no... I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness. Secret Tales of the Yellow Road. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh, yeah. She told us about that. She's always been...
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Now that's another thing to look for.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vaché's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time. So we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We want to go too.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
Was it really positive, though?
And in that case, everyone...
We lost the best character in the game.
Considering the recent weather,
Yeah.
we're lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody thinks about Tartaglia.
I know.
God damn it. This isn't a happy ending. He got wrongfully charged. He's murdered before, but not this time.
But not this
To be
time.
perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be.
Nouvellette?
Isn't that Nouvellette?
Aha!
Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over...
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
Who are you?
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Why would you say that?
What?
Why
Human
did you come to
emotions?
Poisson?
They keep emphasizing that part.
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against
saying
their
that.
own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. that there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Neither is being a human!
Didn't you just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navian. Let's not disturb them for now.
So we're done? Oh.
Paimon's never paid. Huh? Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing. Oh no. Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there. It's not a.
Oh my god, yes. Hello, not human.
Oh, it's you too. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see, I see.
Well?
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
Oh my god. Where do I start? About water from the... yes.
At court, the bad guys refer...
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that space.
Huh. So it really...
But today, the primordial sea What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case.
Huh.
I see.
So that's how it is. Oh.
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. Is there anything else?
Okay, prophecy.
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne. Does that appropriately summarize?
That's right!
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon?
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels, and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, if the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her...
But with Farina being the weak...
Is there anything else? My apologies. My investigation. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily. For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses... Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this.
Huh. So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on.
So who the fuck even made that
She
thing?
managed to bluff her way through it, though. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this,
Well, the story is that she made
I'd like
it.
to say
Yeah,
that
exactly.
the Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede.
Oh my god, we're gonna meet Riothusly in the fucking next quest.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's the head of the fortress of the Meripede. Or Meripede.
Oh, that's the prison, right?
Did
Yes.
incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
I mean, yes.
Is there anything else?
Are we really gonna ask about our sibling and get no fucking answers again?
Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry. If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, is there anything?
Great.
Like, why?
I'm so glad we asked
Very
that.
well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much.
They sure know how to fucking
twist the knife, man.
Yeah.
It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and
This
return
blissful
to Palais
tranquility.
Memoria.
You really are super busy, monsieur.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well.
Alright. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Paimon's trying to call bullshit.
Ah. And there we have it. So?
Who the fuck is Neuvillette?
I don't
By
think,
far the most interesting character so far.
I don't think he's a Hydra Archon. Or like a previous Archon.
I think he's the dragon, like you said. He could have been the familiar of the previous Archon that set the prophecy on Farina. He could be he's not human, obviously.
He's definitely not. His
is he like
mannerisms are way too weird.
Is he like a Fontaine version of an Adeptus?
Oh look, I got a quest. Or not a quest, a fucking wish. I guess that could make sense too, like him being an Adeptus. But I don't know. I feel like we just don't know enough about Fontaine yet to make like a valid deduction on him.
Yeah.
He's definitely not human. I refuse to believe that he's human. He has to have some form of connection between the Archons and everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Because
he has to, right?
Someone that strong doesn't. How the fuck did he get chosen to be the Chief Justice?
That's number one.
Like him. Why was it him?
And then when they was like, "Whoa, you just took our child," and they was like, "Well, you don't get to be the Chief Justice if you're weak."
Yeah, exactly. Like,
why would you say that?
Like, what's that all about? So, I don't know. Oh wait, and then there's also that voice line, or not the voice line, but the dialogue from the Melusine in front of the courthouse.
Oh yeah, the 500-year thing.
Yeah,
For hundreds
of years. So he's old as shit, apparently. Or is he actually old in the time of whatever race he is?
Yeah, word to us he might be old, but
to us he might be old, but to him he might be young. You never know. Could be a young 500.
Could be a young 500.
Yeah, dude, there's still so much shit that needs to like happen. So, it looks like we're gonna have the Fortress of Meripede, is probably gonna be one of the next areas that would get unlocked in 4.1, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Which means we're gonna be seeing Riothusly, so we can expect to see him, and the girl, I think it's a girl, the little girl that he like hangs out with.
Yeah, yep.
That we saw in the trailer too. So those are two characters we can expect to see. We're probably gonna continue interacting with Navia, if I had to guess.
Yeah, maybe.
It seems like she's gonna be like the main, like. Nah, I don't know. Actually, I feel like that this Archon quest kind of tied up her story pretty well.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm thinking about. Like, if Traveler needs her for like info, But that's the way I see her coming back.
I could see Linny and Lynette coming back.
Yeah, for 4.1.
Yeah, like I could see them coming back.
They're for 2E. Like, how can they not?
Yeah,
come back?
exactly. Like, we also haven't seen or heard, or actually we have heard. We haven't seen like Arlecchino yet.
Oh, you're right.
And she still needs to make an appearance. She has to make an appearance. So.
Ooh. Oh my God, what's gonna happen?
We got Tartaglia locked up. Maybe,
Oh my
maybe. Oh my God, we also still have his vision.
Ooh, we still have his vision. And remember, it was acting up. So what is he guilty of?
Could it be that?
And is Arlecchino coming? Is she gonna try to save him?
Yeah. Interesting. There's a lot of questions. But questions that will have to be answered in the next Archon quest, unfortunately. So I think that's a good place as any to end off the video. 2.5 hours of this quest. Good Lord.
Nothing compared to the last one, though.
Nothing compared to the last one. No. Jesus Christ. Damn near 3.5 hours. But anyways, guys, we'll go ahead and end off the video there. Thank you all for watching very much. And if you all enjoyed this video, as always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos that we have on the channel. And we will catch you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.